Hello athletes and fans of bodybuilding, Tarek Elgindi with the Mr. Olympia, South Korea AGP. Congratulations to promoter Alex Hong. I always heard South Korea is amazing. AGP is one of the greatest shows we have in the calendar year. And finally, in 2024, I went to Korea and it's truly amazing, amazing. The stage, the production, the organization, the city, the country, the people. South Korea is just like Japan and some other countries. Incredible place to visit. I recommend you guys to go there. In the 212, yes, Chinese competitor Zhao Feng He. Man, massive guy with legs, with huge clavicle bones. He's got density. Everything was great. The waist was tiny. The conditioning was great. I'm not quite sure about the tanning on the back shots, especially the back double biceps. It looked like the guy was conditioned, but I couldn't really see the detail, and that's something that he can fix to the Mr. Olympia. But other than that, this is an incredible competitor coming from China, and I think he can make an impact in the 212. Moving on to the Classic Physique from Canada, Franklin Wadu. Man, look at the side chest. This guy is a genetic freak. He's a freaky guy when it comes to genetics. His side shots, they have a roundness to the muscle. Kind of reminds me of Phil Heath. He's that good. Small waist. Everything is round and bubbly. Could have been a little bit tighter from the back, but other than that, this is one of the most genetically gifted competitors I've seen this year. Congratulations. In the men's physique, Seok Choi Bong. Man, big Korean guy. He's got the muscle, he's got the conditioning. I just need his back to be wider. If he has a wider back, he can make an impact because he is surprisingly awesome on stage. You know, you think of some of the Korean guys with small waist and maybe not that big. He's actually a big dude with a lot of muscle, and he has a great stage presence. Congratulations. In the figure, yes, Andra Jovikova. She is incredible, great conditioning. She had the conditioning down to a science, but we needed to have more lats, just like the competitor in the men's physique division. If she has more lats, she's gonna be even more formidable. It was 30 competitors in that class. Congratulations. In the bikini, Sarah Choi. Man, she had a battle there. And in prejudging, she was a bit too hard, but she softened up a little bit for the finals and she earned her Olympia qualification. Congratulations to all the competitors. This was an awesome show. Congratulations to South Korea. Some amazing competitors. I saw some of the biggest legs in the amateur divisions. Guys, the competitors from Asia are coming and they're going to dominate some of the categories. Mark my words. Moving on to Legion Sports Festival. Congratulations, Chris Minnis. That's becoming one of the most iconic events in the IFBB Pro League. People talk about doing the Legions years before the show. So Chris Minnis has really done a great job in Reno. I saw the pictures of Brett Wilkins and I'm impressed. His conditioning is great. Now, even when he turned pro, his conditioning was impeccable. That's his calling card. He needs to get bigger, and I think he knows that. He knows that if he goes to the Mr. Olympia this year, he wouldn't have had the size to go against some of those guys. So I think it was a really smart move by Brett to say, hey, I'm going to earn my qualification, now take an off season and bring all the size in the world for next year. I think Brett Wilkin is one of those guys that in the future can make a lot of difference on those call-outs at the Olympia. Moving on to Classic Physique, Michael DeBull, consistent, building momentum to go to the Mr. Olympia and beating a lot of great guys. Michael DeBull is telling everybody, I'm going to come in peeled. I've beaten a lot of great guys and I'm consistent with the conditioning, which is a lot of problems for a lot of guys when you're that big and when you're that conditioned. Congratulations. In the men's physique, Jimbo Lee, yes, from Asia. He's got the nice clavicle bones. You guys know I love guys that have the large clavicle bones, small waist, and then from the back he has the detail. If you have the large clavicle bones, it takes longer to build the chest. And if he has that chest, then my friend, be very careful, because Jimbo Lee can go all the way. Congratulations. In the women's physique, Yvonne Pennington, beautiful line. She's a great poser. I love her shape. She just needs to get a little bit more condition and maybe a little bit more size, but not that much, just a little bit, because she has some of the most pleasing lines in the women's physique category. And I think if she just improves a little bit on the size and the conditioning, she's going to fulfill her potential. Moving on to the figure. Yes, Rejoice Godwin. Last year, she was at the Olympia. She needed to get a little bit more size, and she's done that. She has more size on the legs. She has more size on her back, and the frame looks more like a V-taper. Could have been a little bit more conditioned, but we don't know her game plan going to the Olympia. She might tighten up and show us an incredible physique at the Olympia. Congratulations. Moving on to fitness, Allison Kramer. Man, I was impressed. Her two-piece is impressive. She is going to impress people with her two-piece. She dominated on the two-piece with a great back shot, great quarter turns. When it comes to her energy in the routine, she's one of the best. I think Allison Kramer can really make a move into that first call out, into the top 5 at the Mr. Olympia. She's that talented and she's that good. I believe in you, Allison. I did a pay-per-view with her at the Rising Phoenix, and she said, Tarek, I'm winning the Legions. I'm going to the Mr. Olympia, and I'm going to fight for the title. And it looks like she was serious about it. Congratulations. Moving on to the wellness, Lisa Menzwinkel. She's won again. She's been winning a lot of shows. She's a competitor from Germany. Look at the back pose. She's not going to stay behind anybody on the back pose. She's getting better as time comes, and she's building a lot of momentum. I think out of all the competitors that I mentioned, that's the one that can be in that first call out at the Olympia, because you don't win 2-3 shows in one season and get to the Olympia without any momentum. Congratulations. This is a serious competitor. Moving on to bikini, Jordan Brennan. Man, she's getting better and better and better. The conditioning is there. The fullness is there. Jamie DeBernard doing a great job with her. The key question is, can we start moving into that top 6, top 7 at the Olympia? I believe she can. I'm excited to see what she's going to do in the next couple weeks. Moving on to France, man, Samson Dauda. What do you have to say about this guy? Well, he's bigger. He's bigger on the chest. He's bigger on the back, bigger on the quads. His back double biceps is better. And we all know he can be a little bit tighter. But the problem is that if this man is a little bit tighter at the Olympia, man, it's going to be very, very challenging for a lot of competitors, because he's improved on the size department. What does that mean? That means that right now he's getting better at one of the criteria that he was already great, which is muscularity. His lines are impeccable, so he's right there on the criteria. Now, if he moves up on the criteria of conditioning, Samson Dauda is the most dangerous man on that stage. And I'm excited to see what he can do. I want you to go right now to www.olympiaproductions.com, get your pay-per-view so you can see Samson, Derek, Hadi, Nick Walker, Andrew Jack, all battling it out. My name is Tarek Elgindi. We'll see you next time.